I just made this makeup tutorial. If you want to see how to get it, keep on watching. So I already primed my face, or I prepped my face. I'm going to use the Essence Color Correcting Liquid Concealer, just a flat top concealer brush, and blend that out just to cancel out the blue and purple under my eyes.
Huh? Don't tell me he spelled it. Yes, he did.
A little bit on the side. I have less on the side. I break out a little bit more on the other side. I'm just going to use my finger for this. And want it to be very light. Just enough to neutralize the redness. I'm using the Infallible Total Cover by L'Oreal. It's really good, so about that much on my hand and apply it to my face. I'm going to apply it just with my finger first. I'm going to blend it out with a brush primarily and then go over it with a beauty blender. I'm going to be using my Japanese flat top brush. It doesn't have a name, but it's just the flat one. It's really dense, so it's good for applying foundation. Just take your time and be gentle. Just really press it in your skin. And then blend it down your neck. I'm just gonna take it on the back of my hand and soften up what we got going on. Get around your nose. I have piercings, so gotta get them there. Okay, so now that that's on, let's blend it out. I'm going to use my L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear Concealer. I'm going to use that. And I'm going to add just a little bit of the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Concealer in C1. Under my eyes and all the highlight points, all the high points on my face. And where I need more coverage. I probably don't need both of these. They're very similar formulas actually, with a different beauty blender. Okay. Use my Kat Von D Shade and Light contour palette. I use a little bit of the shade Woodland. Next, I'm going to be powdering. I'm going to be using the Fit Me loose powder in shade Light, or Fair Light, sorry. Using the e.l.f. foundation blurring brush, just looks like that, to apply this powder. Stay Matte Loose Translucent Powder under my eyes in my T-zone. And it doesn't have any color to it, so it won't darken your foundation or anything. So I'm actually going to use a beauty blender for this powder. Make sure there's no creases before you set it. Just a thin layer. So we can always build it up, we just don't want it to get cakey. I still set my face a lot, even though I'm dry, because I live in Florida. Just setting. I'm really going to make sure my smile lines are set. They tend to get creases right here, so. Set my nose. So next I'm going to be bronzing with the Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer in the shade Ticket to Brazil. It's really light, so it's going to be kind of like a transition color for the other bronzer I'm going to be using. Now I'm going to go in with the Maybelline New York City bronzer in the shade 300. So I'm just going to apply that in the deeper contours of my face. Under my neck. Just add some more color to my face. And next I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera, and then I'll come back, prime my eyes, and then get started on the eyeshadow. So I finished my eyebrows, so now I'm just going to be priming my eyelids. I'm going to use another round concealer brush, just another one, and put it on the brush, apply it to my eyes. My Everything You Need Bright Matte Palette by Beauty Bay. I'm going to take Head Over Heels. I'm going to start with like a darker color. So I'm going to use a small dense brush. Mix it with a little bit of illicit to make it a little deeper. Just want to make sure it's packed on, has a lot of depth. So when we cut it, it has definition. That color right there, just add that in the same area and a little bit above. Okay, so now that we have a harsh line, I'm gonna take a different brush, a clean brush, with a little bit of Hot Stuff and Heat Wave, just to make it a little bit more orangey. So this will help us transition into that neon. So I'm going to take this pigment, I'm going to put it on the back of my hand, just so we can control how much product we're getting. Take your brush, I'm just using the same brush, and apply it lightly because it is just going to end up being our transition shade. A clean brush, like that, just a fluffy brush, and diffuse that. It's going to be really blown out, so don't be afraid. Do go close to your brow bone. So I'm just sweeping it right on where that transition goes. Now I'm going to take the clean brush again, the brush with little product, and diffuse it. You want to really focus it on the inner corner too, because when we put that neon orange, we want it to just blend together. I'm going to take Hot Stuff again, got those two colors, like right here, make sure it's deep in there, so when you cut it, it's consistent throughout the whole cut crease. So now we have that definition all the way across our crease. It's just a pencil blending crease brush. Taking a Morphe E28 brush, going around those edges. See, when you're using a little product at a time, it's going to be really hard to make a mistake because you can always add product, but it's going to be hard to take it off and get rid of it after it's on your face. So I'm ready to cut my crease. I'm going to use the same brush I used to carve out my eyebrows. I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow primer. I'm going to cut my crease. Now that I cut that crease, I'm going to do the other one off camera, and I'll come back and show you guys the rest of the process for the eyes. So we're just going to continue on this eye. I'm gonna use this brush right here. This brush I used to blend earlier, taking Hot Stuff in the Beauty Bay palette. I'm just packing it. I'm gonna take my concealer brush, this one right here. So I want to apply some on the inner corner. Because we want the pigment the brightest there. Take some of that neon pigment and apply it. Just do a little bit at a time. Take a pencil brush and do your inner corner. In areas where if the pigment doesn't stick, you can apply a little bit more primer in that area where it's patchy, and just reapply it. Just have to do my lower lash line, and I'm going to take head over heels underneath. Take brush with Hot Stuff on it and take Hot Stuff under the eye. Take a little bit of the neon red pigment like we did on top and just go right along the edge and a little bit into the orange on the inner corner. So that's blown out. I'm just going to take my clean Morphe brush, go underneath. And I think that's all I'm going to do for the eyes. I might touch up, but I'm going to apply eyeliner, mascara, and eyelashes, and I'll come back and we'll finish the face and highlight and do all that fun stuff. So, hold on, be back. So I applied my lashes, mascara, and some eyeliner on the top. I didn't wing it out. But right now I'm going to set my face and apply highlighter. I'm gonna use my fan. I always forget. I'm going to use my BH Cosmetics Spotlight Highlight 6 color palette. I'm gonna use a mixture of these three. A Morphe M451. Just a highlight brush. And take the MAC Hyper Real Glow just to blend out this highlight a little bit. It got a little harsh. It happens to the best of us. This peachy color, I'm gonna mix it with that pink one right there. So this one and that one. Mostly the orange one. I'm not afraid to go ham on the blush because I think that's the first thing to fade on me usually. As you can see, I never really contour my nose. I just kind of run product on it so you know it's there. It's not just getting lost. It's time to do lips. So I'm gonna use this Rimmel lip liner in the color Tiramisu. You can see that. It's the Lasting Finish lip liner. Okay. Kat Von D Noble liquid lipstick. It's like a peachy, super peachy nude. I'm gonna put that on. Pat my lips together. And I'll stop. Take your fan. So this is the finished look. Let me show you guys up close. The final product. But I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and thank you for watching. Have a good day.